Want to get a bird's eye view of a big cat rescue? Hang on tight. This is Tiger Lake, and on the right hand side you can see our 8-foot tall concrete wall and the Veterans Expressway off to the far right. That cell tower is on our property, but it doesn't have any cell panels on it. It still pays $1,000 a month to the cats, so that's wonderful. Coming up on the right hand side is where we store all of our equipment. Those little trailer boxes that you see on the right are where we have our emergency response center, so all of our carriers and nets, our tool sheds, our cleaning buckets are under those rounded tents down there. The first building coming up on your right is the food prep building. We feed 500 pounds of raw meat a day from that building. The next white building is the West Bench Recovery Hospital and a recovery cage, and then that big barn-shaped building was the Winsong Memorial Hospital. This is our parking lot. And as we spin around, you can see just barely down there at center bottom is the roof to our gift shop. Now we're headed over bobcats and servals and caracals. This is our beach. This is the second part of Tiger Lake. It's the one that you see in the explore.org cams. And then right as you come across the bridge here, there is a funny shaped cage to the right. That's Cameron and Zabu's open air cage. And then they have one under the trees as well that's roofed. On the middle of the screen, you'll see the ponds for each of the tiger and lion enclosures down through there. I think there's either 6 or 8 cages in the trees there. And then the tiger tail is that barn building. That's a dormitory for the volunteers. On the far right is our party pavilion and the concrete wall around that part of the property. Right there in the center is just a shed that the Boy Scouts built for us that we often park under. And then there's staff housing under the trees there. Outside of that white wall, on the far side there where you see all the construction by that small trailer, we have bought all of the land outside of our fence there, so there's a number of houses that we own on the outside of our property as well. This very shaded area here will be part of the new Bobcat Rehab enclosure expansion project, and then this entire field, the entire grassy field that you see there, that is all going to be Bobcat Rehab enclosures. There will be 8 of them that fill that space, and of course we'll have to plant a lot more trees after we build the enclosure so that it's nice and shady. But this is Florida, so that's going to grow very, very quickly. That little box on a pole is our bat house for attracting bats. And then there's a side view of the Tiger Tail Lodge, which is our dormitory, and then all of those lion and tiger cages that are under the trees that we flew over a minute ago. The Bobcat Rehab area is going to cost us over $300,000 because it's such a massive undertaking. But we get so many calls about bobcats who have been orphaned or hit by cars, so we know that this is necessary for us to be able to help as many cats as we possibly can. We think it's a perfect part of our property because it sits over here kind of isolated from everything else. So you won't have people going by in golf carts all the time. And as you can see, there's a expressway off to the left. So there will be some roar of traffic noise, but it won't be the kind of human intervention that we would be concerned about the cats getting too habituated to people. The birds and the ducks sure love it over here, so I'm thinking the bobcats will too. Well, thank you for flying around the sanctuary with me just now. Be sure to subscribe so that you never miss an update like this. Thanks again, everybody.